Okay, this is Dan here with Cool Smartphone with the day one of the Samsung Galaxy Tab. This is the box it comes in. This is a full retail version sent to me by Vodafone. So you can see you've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab on the front with the large picture. Got some Life Without Limits on the side, website address on the back, IMEI number on the bottom, Galaxy Tab on the top, and on the back you have Android, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, DivX HD, and the list of specifications. So HSDPA, HSUPA, 7-inch screen, ebook reader, 3 megapixel autofocus camera, GPS, Full HD, 1080p playing, and a 4000 milliamp hour battery. Huge battery. So that's the box. I have already opened it up, but I'll show you what you would get inside it. This would be where the tab sits itself. It's got the screen cover. You get that would be the charger, which is a charger USB cable connection like you see on the HTCs. You get the quick start guide, and you get a headset. So that's what you get in the box. Let's have a look at the actual tab itself. So you get the main, obviously the big 7-inch screen, as you can see is prone to fingerprints, but it uses Gorilla Glass, so it's very strong, very durable screen. You get your buttons on the bottom, which is for your options, home, back and search. Right hand side, SIM tray, micro SD card, volume and the power. Top is a 3.5 headset jack. Bottom is stereo speakers and what looks like a 30-pin charger. And on the other side you have you can see on the top here, a microphone. On the back, you've got the usual bits of information on the bottom. Samsung Galaxy Tab, 3 megapixel camera with LED flash. And speaking of cameras, on the front there is a front facing video camera. There we go. Just where the light is now, there we go. That's for video calls. And again, very much a fingerprint magnet. But let's switch it on. Comes up with the main lock screen, just like you'd see on Android normally. It's my TweetDeck. So again, it's Android 2.2, latest version. You can have, I believe, up to 7 home screens. I've got 2 running on here at the moment with all my widgets, and this is a very handy widget to have. If you get the tab, it's 3G Watchdog, which tracks your data use. Considering this runs on 3G, getting a data plan, some networks do charge if you go over. Thankfully, the SIM card I've got in here at the moment, I've got a large data allowance, so more than enough. You do get a phone, which you wouldn't want to use this as a phone, but you can use as a phone, and it does also have video calling. So you can place video calls using the camera on the top, which is something at the moment the iPhone can only do over Wi-Fi. This can be over 3G or Wi-Fi. As I say, it's typical Android. It's just everything is much bigger to fit the screen. So you go to your applications on the bottom, and it's the typical touch flow so TouchWiz system. It does run a 1.2 gig processor. The size of the tab I do really like. I took it with me to, the day it arrived, I took it to a cinema. I was going out for a meal that night and going to watch a film. So I decided, put it in my coat pocket, take it with me. While I was waiting for the meal, could use the tab, get online, use Twitter, whatever I wanted to do. And it was a really, really nice size. Better than the iPad for a size. The one thing that does surprise me about this is it does seem quite laggy. Browsing the menus is pretty quick, but text input seems very... you can see I'm typing, seems to pick up okay now, but when you're starting to write, it does seem quite laggy for writing text. You can use this to send text messages and emails as well because of the 3G SIM card. But I don't know, something about it doesn't seem... I used an iPad, and the iPad was very quick, very fluid and easy to use, and really, really nice experience. This is good, but there just seems to be a bit of a delay, and considering it's a 1.2 gig processor as well, that was quite surprising. But I'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. So as you get the normal applications, so you've got your alarm clock, all share, browser. The browser is really, really good. Let me just go to... it has got pinch to zoom. As you can see, go right in close to what it is you're looking for. Could probably see the lag again a little bit on the menu. Let's just do a search for Cool Smartphone. There we go. See, very quick at getting online and browsing. Doesn't seem to want to connect at the moment. Typical. There we go. This is running currently over a HSDP connection, full signal. There we go. There's a story posted this morning. As you can see, I'm dragging finger up. It's not as smooth as I thought it was going to be, but it's not bad. Pinch to zoom seems to work very, very well. So you can go to... There we go. And also you can turn it around and get to landscape mode as well. Again, as you can see, it jumps a little bit, but it's usable. There you go. It does have flash. There was a Vodafone webcast recently, in fact I think it was yesterday, which had their results for the last quarter, and on Twitter a friend of mine from Talk3G posted up that he was going to watch it, but he tried it on his iPad and it came up saying that a flash player is required, and of course the iPad doesn't have flash. Loaded it up on the tab, straight up, no problem at all, could watch the event with no issue. So that was a Galaxy Tab 1, Apple iPad nil for flash anyway. So over day one, I haven't used the camera much. Going to use that once the weather is better. Initial view so far is battery life seems pretty good. I've been using it quite a lot. Been taking it out with me. Been getting some good battery life. Haven't need to worry about charging it each night. Obviously, the more I use it, the more the battery is going to go. So we'll see how that goes. Screen itself, very nice, very bright and clear, and it's nice having the Gorilla Glass screen. You know you're not going to scratch or damage it. Plus points, I'd say screen, very nice. Battery is very good. One thing that I did use, which was really handy, was I had an issue with Virgin Media for my broadband. For some reason it decided to switch itself off. So while they were looking into it, I had no broadband. Well, what I did on the tab was I went into options, to settings, and it's not that one. It is under wireless and network, mobile AP, and there we go, a Wi-Fi hotspot. So while I was offline, I just ticked the box on here, yes, and you have a Wi-Fi wireless hotspot using your own 3G connection. So I was able to get online and browse and do what I needed to do. So it's not recommended for your only broadband connection. Obviously it is mobile internet still, and it will drain your battery a lot because it uses Wi-Fi, but for the hour or so I was without a connection, this was perfect. That was my modem, so I was really pleased with that. So the plus point is obviously that Android 2.2 having the extra features like flash modem use, the screen really nice, really bright, really clear. Disappointing part I found so far is this slight lag there seems to be with not in browsing the menus. That seems very, very good, but just when you load up the web browser, there's kind of a delay comparing against the iPad really. Price is also a bit, I'm not sure. I mean, it's about £500 to £520, not subsidised, so you've got to get it on a like pay-as-you-go with your mobile broadband SIM card. Would have preferred to have seen it maybe as a SIM-free offer for that price, or possibly have a subsidised price, so say £300 or £200 for example, £199 and then £15 a month. That would work, considering the iPad is only available as a SIM-free device. This would have been a great way to shift numbers of these. So the price, it is pricey for what you get. It does beat the iPad on some features. You get flash, you get phone, you get text use, which is really handy. But yeah, the price is quite high. You're kind of going into netbook kind of area with pricing. But it's a nice idea. It's a really nice size. It's not that heavy. It fit in my coat pocket with no problem at all, and I got to take it out with me, which was good fun. So this is day one on the Samsung Galaxy Tab. If anyone has any questions, please comment on the video below and I will get them answered in day two. I'm going to be taking it out with me for day two, which means I can get some photos outdoors, get some more hands-on experience using the phone, using the 3G connection. But importantly, any questions you have, please comment, and I will try and answer them on the videos over the next week. Thank you very much, and stay tuned on Cool Smartphone.